the message I really want to get out and start off with is there's always an answer. Always an answer. I don't care what problem you're having, what you've been told. Maybe all roads have led to a dead end. There is always an answer. Maybe you've been looking in the wrong places. Maybe you've given up hope. Maybe you've put all your energy into listening to everybody else. You have all the answers you need to any problem you've ever faced in your entire life within you. There is always hope. There is always joy in living. There's just so many people living from a place of sadness and hopelessness and just really don't see the joy in life anymore. I know because I've lived those days myself, and just it really comes down to believing and knowing that you were put here for a reason. We all have something to give to the world that no one else does, and you just have to get in touch with your soul, with your higher self, your God, like whatever you want to call it. But when you go within and look for your purpose and dedicate time, you will find those answers. You will learn that there is joy to be found, that you have a reason, a purpose for being put here. You can try and help others along the way. You can give them guidance. You can show them tools that may be useful. You can help point them in the right direction. You can be a source of encouragement, but you can't live their path for them. You don't know what they were put here to do. You don't know what's best for them. You might think you have all the answers because you've been through that situation, or you know that whatever advice you're giving has worked for someone else, but everyone deserves the freedom to choose their own path, and they know what's best for them. And trust me, I know that can be so painful to watch. It's very hard to watch, especially someone close to you, keep repeating the same things and just watch them live their life from a place of no hope, and just you feel like if they would just follow your advice that everything would get better. But that's not your decision to make. All you can do is be a source of encouragement for them and be there for them when they're feeling down, and try and help show them tools, and just know that in time they will come across the path that's best for them, and that you have laid all the tools in front of them so they're there for them if they choose. I find that easy to say now, but I have to honestly say, a few years ago, one of the biggest breakthroughs I've had in my entire life was starting to try yoga and meditation. The person I am now is not at all the person I was back then. I was going through a lot of stress and trauma, and just had a lot of things going on in my life at the time. And I used to work out really hard, lift weights. Basically, working out was the only source I had of getting my head so clear and free that I couldn't think about anything else. So I had to run in the treadmill so fast that I felt like I was about to die, or lift weights so heavy that I couldn't possibly think of anything else except for getting that last rep in. It was the only way I could clear my head. And I had a friend of mine who was in a workout group with me. Her name is Laura. She's absolutely amazing. I'm so glad she was put in my life, but I can only imagine how hard it may have been for her to just keep on repeating the same message to me and have me turn it down. So Laura actually did, she was on a fitness team with me where we did like a group workout fitness together. And she also did hot yoga and meditation. And she was always telling me to come try hot yoga and do meditation, but I just can't believe I'm actually saying these words now. But back then, I literally would say, why would I be meditating and thinking about stuff when I could just be sitting here doing this stuff? And why would I do yoga? It's not even a workout. That was literally my mentality. And when I say, I wish I could tell you that I was open to trying it the first or second time she mentioned it to me, I can't. It literally took me 2 years to actually go try yoga for the first time. And to be quite honest, the only reason I actually tried yoga to begin with is because she had amazing shoulders, and I thought, hey, let me go try yoga, because if she's got her amazing shoulders from yoga, let me go try it. I know that sounds so vain right now, but it was the key, and it was the path that I chose at the time, and that's literally what got my foot in the door. So I finally went to yoga, and immediately I'm very competitive with myself, and I wanted to be able to do all the poses, all the upside down, the inversions, and I just wanted to be able to do all the poses right away and kind of force and rush it. And so I started going every single day. They literally had a It was some kind of like not really a competition, but it was meant to kind of like see what the benefits of yoga would be if you did it consistently. So I think it was, you're supposed to go 21 days within 30 days. And so my mentality at the time was, hey, I'm gonna go twice that amount of time, and can you put my name in the drawing? I think it was like a free month of yoga or something, and I want to get my name put in twice. And so that's literally what I did. It took me a while to actually finally get the point of it all. I still hadn't tried meditating, but let me just say, when I finally tried meditating for the first time, it was literally like a gateway to a whole other world just opened up. But at the same time, I kicked myself over the head and just wanted to bash my head against the wall for being so stupid and so closed-minded, for not being willing to try it sooner. But it took me a good 2 years to actually try something that literally changed my life in a way that nothing else ever has. It basically, when you meditate, it opens up your connection to your soul, to your higher self, to the wisdom you have within. And so I have to kind of stop myself sometimes when I'm giving other people advice, and I'm like, just do it, just try it. But it took me 2 years as an adult, after being however many years old I was at the time, probably like 35, to actually try something that someone I trusted told me the advice of, because I was so hard-headed and just looked at it from a place of, there's no point in that. Like, I just was all about the hustle bustle culture, and just basically, if I wasn't actively doing something or making some progress, basically just pushing through, then it was not worth doing at all, because there was no point. I have to say, since then, I have completely and totally, my mentality, my life, everything has just really changed. I've learned to go within, slow down, and really, as humans, and especially in America, we're all pushed to just keep on going and fighting and force through and work, put your kids in this event, put your kids in that event. That's honestly, truthfully, not what life's about. And I look back at many of those years and just see all the time I wasted rushing from one place to another, not truly thinking, being intentional with my time or where it was going, or consciously choosing to be present and actually take the time to do the things that I wanted to do in life. So I think it's really, really important for people to learn to take the time to go within and search for the answers. When I say there's always an answer, I mean there's always an answer. I don't care if your doctors have told you no. I don't care if everyone around you says there's just no way. If you believe there's an answer, there's an answer. Keep looking, you will find it. The moment you say there's not an answer, the moment you believe there is no hope, that's the moment you give your power away. That's the moment that there really is no hope. You make the choice and the belief that there is an answer, and there will be an answer. There always is. And it's really hard to watch other people suffer and go through a painful journey, but sometimes you have to realize that they were put here for a reason. Their soul has to go through that pain. That's part of the process for them. We live in a world of polarity where maybe that person does not truly appreciate what you've really truly given to them, or they don't really understand the value in it because they haven't gone through enough pain and suffering. And yes, I know that that is really hard to swallow, especially when you're close to that person, but you have to realize when the time's right, they will find that path and they will go down it. All you can do is not give up on them and be there for them, and continually ask them how you can better support them, and just know that they will find their way when the time is right. So I leave you with, I hope all of you find your path in life and take the time to really, really understand what your purpose is and get to know who you are inside. I just want everyone to live from their heart and just know that it does get better. I am not telling you that there's not going to be pain, because there definitely is. I'm still going through it myself. Life is a journey, not a destination. But you have to know that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always light along the journey. You just have to be willing to look for it and believe it's there and keep your eyes out for it. There's beauty in everything.